YouTube, what's going on? It's me, Melissa, and I'm back with another video. So for today, I want to talk about how to forgive someone who has never apologized, who never will apologize, all of that, right? Because a lot of times we hold on to that unforgiveness and it starts building up and building up and building up. And when I tell you, when you forgive somebody, it is never for the other person. It is always for you. I have had to forgive people who have never apologized. And the reason why I was able to forgive is because I know that the forgiveness is for myself. I have so many blessings that are coming my way, and I cannot let unforgiveness stop me from receiving those blessings, right? Let me help you, give you more of an understanding as to what to do. So obviously the situation happens, somebody does you wrong, somebody backstabs you, somebody talks about you. Okay, when I say to forgive someone, I'm not saying that you forgive them and then you go back to being best friends, or you go back to being so close buddy and you go back without any warnings, without any, I should say, caution. That's not what I'm saying. You need to use wisdom in this season. You need to use wisdom in this new way of life, right? So you forgive them because you're doing it for you. You're doing it so that you can take off that weight. You can take off that load and it don't be on you anymore. But now you use caution around that person or that group of individuals or whatever the case is. For example, I've had to forgive individuals that have never apologized. And I did it because, like I said, I have blessings on the way for me that I don't want to hold up. Obviously, the Bible says that we must forgive just as Jesus and God forgives us, because think about it. If we don't forgive people, how can we expect God to forgive us for our wrongdoings, right? But it's not even that. When the situation happened, at first, yes, I was like very hurt, but I was still in a place where if they needed me to pray for them, I would, no issue. And I feel like that goes in with doing that inner work for yourself, because once you have worked on yourself, then you start realizing that when people do you wrong, it is more about them than it is about you. It might be you are so amazing and so great that it triggers them, the unhealed part of them, and they don't even have an idea of that because they have not done the inner work. I'm not saying that this is about the people that I've had to forgive. I'm just speaking in general. I just want to make that clear, okay? But a lot of times, people that have not done the inner work will do things and they don't even know that they're offending you. They don't even know, or they may know, but they may not care. But when you have done that inner work, that inner healing, when you have become aware of who you are, and again, what triggers you, and all these things, right? As we're growing and we're maturing as we should be as the adults now, right? I'm 31, almost 32, so I would hope that by now I have been able to do some inner work to know that it's not always about me. So with the individuals that I've had to forgive, I was just like, listen, you don't have to apologize to me, because at the end of the day, I just know how to move now. I can see you and I'll say, hey, what's going on? But we will no longer have that close relationship that we once had. You will no longer get the Melissa that you've gotten before. Now, I've had to forgive a whole lot of folks in my life. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to get into super details because that's not what this video is about. But years ago, I want to say over 10 years ago, I had an individual do me wrong physically. And the topic came up again. And someone's like, this, mind you, this is 10 years later. They're like, oh, you should out them and you should mention their name. And I'm like, for what? This individual is happy now. They have a family, you know, they have kids. And I'm fine. Like, I've forgiven them. I have let it go. It is no longer hurting me. It no longer burdens me. And what is the sense of ruining someone else's life when I have already let it go? See, the peace is within myself. I do it for me, for Melissa. And I can hold a conversation. I can pray for you. I can love on you. But yet I know to be cautious and careful to not let myself get too close to those people again. Because the Bible says that we need to forgive. Not once, not twice, but 7 times 70, right? So over and over and over again. But we need to use wisdom. God doesn't want us to be taken advantage of. Just because we're Christian, just because we're good people, doesn't mean we let people walk all over us. Absolutely not. But I will use wisdom, and you will never get the same Melissa that you got before. So, in forgiving someone, understand the situation, but you have to be willing to let it go. If you still want to talk about the situation and you still want to vent, then you're not ready to forgive and you're not ready to let it go. That's one. For me, in certain situations, I can recall that I still needed to vent, and I was like, okay, babe, I just need to say about this one more time, and then I won't bring it back up. And that was my mind getting it all out of my system, so that I could move on. Right? So once you are able to no longer, like, when you talk about it, doesn't give you that pain anymore, then that's how you know, okay, you're ready to move on to the next step. And when you can realize, like I have previously said, that it is for you and not the other person, because a lot of times we're holding on to grudges to people that have done us wrong. But yet that individual or that group of people are living their best life, don't even remember you, or if they do, don't even care. They're living their best life while you're over here miserable because of what was done in the past. Like, does that even make sense? What is the point? It takes too much energy to hold on to negative things when it's, I'm not going to say it's so easy, because I know that it's not. But if you could just learn to let it go and forgive, I promise you it is the most freeing thing that you could do. So, one, when you have realized that you no longer want to talk about it, not in a sense where because it hurts you, but because it doesn't hurt you anymore when you do talk about it. When you know that you're ready to let it go. And I guess it just, not I guess, I know. It's really about you. When you can understand that it is about you, whoever is watching this, this is about you. When you have realized, listen, if you're watching this and you're in your 30s like me, how many more years have to pass by without you growing and maturing? Just as babies are on milk, breast milk, formula, whatever, eventually they keep growing older, they keep maturing, and now they're ready for baby food. Now they're ready for solids. Now they're ready for adult food, right? That's how we should be. We shouldn't be 30, 40, 50 years old still stuck on something that happened 10, 20 years ago. And again, if you watch my other videos, I will post them here. If you watch my other videos, you will see me talk a lot about doing that inner work. And it starts with therapy. Because therapy will help you to heal from those past traumas, those past things that have hurt you, that have happened to you. And I feel like once you start doing that inner work with therapy, with prayer, yeah, that's a big one too, y'all. You got to have both. Do both of them. And once you start realizing, listen, I'm here to live my best life. I have so many goals that I want to accomplish. I have so many things that I want to do. I don't have time to be holding on to negative energy, to negative situations. Yeah, you did me wrong. Okay, cool. If I see you, hey, how you doing? God bless you. I will pray for you genuinely, wholeheartedly. I will pour my heart out in prayer for you. I most certainly will. But when you get those conversations all the time, and what I mean by conversations is like you being able to access me personally, no, you will not. See, in 2022, I did a lot of inner work. And I separated myself from everyone because I had to gain that relationship with Christ first. He had to be the most important relationship that I had before I could have a relationship with anyone else. And when I mean relationship, I'm not talking about intimately because I am married. I'm talking about even friendship, co-worker, anything. I had to gain that relationship with him first so that I would know how to handle relationships moving forward. Forgive, not for anybody else. Forgive for you, because you deserve it. You deserve to be free. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a life where you don't have that weight on your shoulders. You deserve to live a life where you can wake up in the morning and be happy. You deserve to live a life where you are free. And you don't need to hold that weight anymore, baby, because God is there to carry those heavy burdens for you. God is there to save you. So if you got nothing else out of my message, out of my recording on this day, understand that when you forgive, it's for you. And I promise you, when you forgive, regardless whether that individual or groups of individuals have not apologized for you, it doesn't matter. It will free you. It will be so freeing and so amazing for you. You will walk so much lighter. And then when you learn to do that inner work, I think I might have to say this every single video until you understand, until you get it right. When you understand that you do that inner work to heal yourself, I don't care about your mother and your grandmother and, oh, this is just how we are. No, baby, it ends with you. When you understand that when you start healing yourself and you start doing that inner work to heal yourself, you will be a new person. You will be a much lighter person. You will be a much happier person, okay? But I love you guys. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bells. You know what to do. I'm going to keep coming with more videos to encourage, motivate, and inspire you. And this is where I belong, speaking to you, giving life to you. And I just hope that I really, really am able to help brighten your day.